Right. Everybody, my name is Danny from Black Boy Zone. It's a pleasure to serve your practice today. Let's go ahead and get started and just sit in easy seat. So you take your ankles, you just cross it and sit upright. Have your back erect and just begin to settle into your space. Acknowledge anything that you may have brought with you. Acknowledge what you're feeling, any thoughts that you might have. Your only job right now is just to breathe. Inhale through your nose. Let your belly fill up, your chest fill up. And then exhale through your mouth. And as you breathe, fall into the natural rhythms of your breath. So breathe as you normally would and just notice your breath. As you inhale, notice your belly and chest fill up. And as you exhale, notice your belly, your pelvic floor drop. You can have your eyes open or you can have them closed. Softly focus gaze. Just breathe. And as you breathe, think about dedicating this time to something special. So you can dedicate it to a love by somebody that you love, somebody that's in your family, friends. Dedicate it to yourself. It could be a goal that you have or a vision or an intention. Just think about that as you breathe and settle in. I want you to try something different here. As you breathe, go ahead and seal your lips and then breathe in and out through your nose. See if you can do that. So on your inhale, you'll inhale through your nose. And then on your exhale, exhale through your nose. This is a fire breath. It's called Ujjayi Breath in Sanskrit. And this breath will create internal heat inside of your body. So that's why it's called fire breath. And this will also create a meditative state for when you practice your yoga you're doing your time today. So continue to try and breathe that fire breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And as you breathe, notice your thoughts, notice your feelings, and just honor that. Whatever you feel, whatever you're thinking, acknowledge that, honor it, and then come back to your breath. See if you can continue to keep coming back to your breath as you breathe. In through your nose, and out through your nose. I'm going to do this for about 10 more breaths. About 3 more breaths here. And flutter your eyes open if they're not already. And send your arms to the side. I want you to inhale through your nose and then rise your arms up by your ears. Relax your shoulders, relax your gaze, turn your pinkies in towards each other and breathe. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale, I want you to gaze up at the ceiling, open your heart and throw it open towards the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale back to center, rise your arms up, send your gaze in front of you. I'm gonna do that 2 more times just like that. Breathe here. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale, open your heart and your throat open towards the ceiling. Send your gaze up. Inhale back to center, send your gaze forward, arms up. One more time, just like that. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, goalpost your arms, open your heart and throat open towards the ceiling. Inhale back to center, rise your arms up, send your gaze up. I want you to keep your left arm up and then bring your right arm down by your side. I want you to walk your right fingertips over to the right and begin to bend over to the right. Spin your left shoulder open. Send your heart and gaze open towards the ceiling. And gaze at your thumb. Look at your left thumb and continue to walk your fingertips over to the right. So you're going to feel this stretch in your obliques, that space between your hip and your shoulders. And also, remember to breathe. Slowly walk your right fingertips back towards your hip, and then bring your left arm down and bring your right arm up. Begin to walk your left fingertips to the left, bend over to the left, spiral your right shoulder, open your heart open towards the ceiling, gaze at your right thumb, and walk your left fingertips over to the left. Remember to breathe. Walk your left fingertips back up. Come to sitting upright and then bring your left arm up with your right. Relax your shoulders and gaze. Turn your pinkies in towards each other. Just breathe here. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Place your palms forward. We're going to take a different movement here. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And on your exhale, bow forward. Send your palms down and bring your forehead down towards the floor. Your hips might want to lift, allow them. Walk your fingertips forward. Press your forehead down towards the floor. Remember to breathe here. Maybe rock your forehead from side to side. Walk your fingertips in both hands. Walk them towards the left. Place your right palm on top of your left hand and continue to stretch towards your left. Slowly walk your fingertips towards the center. Breathe. And then walk your hands towards the right. Bring your left palm over your right hand and stretch towards your right. Breathe. Slowly walk your fingertips towards the center. And then walk your fingertips back. Come to sitting upright. We're going to sit up straight just like we were before. And then when you reach the top, send your arms to the side, unravel your legs long in front of you and shake them out. Get some blood back to your legs here. Just shake them up and down. And then come to stillness here. Keep your left leg straight. And I want you to bend your right knee, plant your right foot. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Sit upright. Remember to breathe. It's perfectly fine to stay just right here. If you want to move on, I want you to inhale, rise your arms up just like before. Relax your shoulders and gaze. This is going to be a different movement here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. So you're going to twist, turn to the right, plant your palms down, gaze over your right shoulder. You're going to have your left arm outside of your right knee and breathe here. Remember your Ujjayi breath, your fire breath, in through your nose and out through your nose. If you want to breathe out through your mouth to release heat, that's fine. We're going to be here for about 3 more breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose or through your mouth. 1 more breath here, inhale and exhale. Slowly twist back to the center, raise your arms up And then bring your palms down. I want you to send your right leg long in front of you and bring your left knee in towards your chest. Sit upright. It's perfectly fine to stay just right here. If you want to move on, inhale, rise your arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Turn to the left, plant your palms down, gaze over your left shoulder. Have your right arm outside of your left knee. Remember to breathe. Your breath is the most important thing in your practice. Let it guide you, let it support you. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose or through your mouth, whichever you choose, whatever feels good for you. Two more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly twist back to the center, rise your arms up. Plant your palms down, send your left leg long, shake everything out here. Come to stillness here. We're gonna make our way into child's pose. The way you make into child's pose, you bend your knees just like this, come to sit upright, and then take your knees and send them to the outside edge of your mat. So your knees are gonna be wide, you're gonna sit upright, and then sit on your heels. Raise your arms up just like before, and then slowly bow down. Walk your fingertips forward just like before, and then bring your forehead towards your mat. So you're gonna feel this in your inner thighs. Reach the point that's comfortable for you. Breathe here. Here in child's pose, you can again rock your head from side to side. This posture is really good for reducing stress. Most importantly, remember to breathe. We're just here for 4 more breaths. Walk your fingertips forward, press your hips more towards your heels. See if you can make yourself stretch even longer. Two more breaths here. Slowly, slowly. Make your way into tabletop. Tabletop, rise up. So your hips will be directly over your knees. I'll turn this way so you can see. And your shoulders will be directly above your wrists. Reduce the pressure on your wrists by clawing at the mat with your finger pads. So allow your palms to lift. Your arms are as wide as your shoulders, and your knees are as wide as your hips. Take some free movement here. Go back and forth. Maybe go side to side. Do whatever feels good for you here. So there's no real right or wrong. Just remember to reduce the pressure on your wrists by clawing at the mat with your finger pads. About 2 more breaths of free movement here. And then come to stillness in your tabletop. On your inhale, send your gaze up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, round your back, gaze towards your navel, towards your stomach. Arch your back like a cat. Inhale, rise your gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, compress, gaze at your navel, allow your back to arch. These are called cat-cows. Do this 3 more times. Go at your own pace. Let your breath guide you. Just remember to breathe. And when you've done 3 times with your cat-cows, come to a neutral, still tabletop. Lift your right palm up and send your right palm directly in front of you like you're shaking somebody's hand. Lift your left knee up and send your left heel directly behind you like you're kicking behind you. Stretch, imagine being pulled from both ends. Breathe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring your right elbow to meet your left knee, round your back. We'll do that 3 more times just like that. Inhale, lengthen. Right arm long, left leg back. Exhale, compress. Round your back, right elbow to your left knee. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, compress. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, compress. Put your right palm down, left knee down. Take some free movement here. We're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. Everything we do on one side, we'll do on the other. Have that balance. Come to stillness in your tabletop. Lift your left palm, send it long in front of you, shake someone's hand in front of you. Lift your right knee up, send your right heel directly behind you, stretch long. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, compress left elbow to right knee, arch your back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, compress. 2 more times just like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, compress. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, compress. Bring your left palm down, right knee down. I want you to lift your hands up and come up on top of your knees and come to sit down. We're gonna give your knees a little bit of break here. Sit down in easy seat like we were before. Sit upright. Just come back to your breath. Send your gaze forward. Inhale, rise your arms up to frame your ears. Exhale, twist to the left. Plant your left palms down. Gaze behind your left shoulder. Inhale, back to center, rise your arms up. Exhale, twist to the right, plant your palms down, gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center, rise your arms up. Exhale, bring your palms down. Lift up on your knees. Plant your palms down, send your legs behind you like tabletop before, but this time, have your feet almost like you're on your tippy toes on the ball mount of your feet. And I want you to lift your knees off the ground about 3 inches. Press into the mat with your palms. Breathe. We're just here for 3, 2, set your knees back down. 1, set your knees down. We're gonna do that 2 more times just like that. Inhale, rise your knees up. 3 inches off the mat, off the ground. Breathe. Suck your stomach in towards your chest, engage your core. We're here for 3, 2, 1, lower your knees down. We're gonna do that 1 more time just like that. We're gonna make our way into downward facing dog. Now guide you in that. Inhale, lift your knees up, keep them lifted, and then send your hips up and press your heels down towards the mat. Press your heart towards your thighs. See if you can gaze behind you between your legs. This is downward facing dog. Press into your palms. You're making an L shape with your index finger and thumbs. Your elbows, the inside of your elbows are pointing forward, and you're gazing behind you between your legs. See if you can press your heels into the mat as easily as you can. And then bend one knee, bend the other, and just remember to breathe. We're just here for 3 breaths. And from your downward facing dog, I want you to inhale, lift up on your tippy toes. And then exhale, press down on your heels. Press your heart towards your thighs, knees behind you between your legs. 2 more breaths here. Remember to breathe. Let your breath support you. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, ragdoll pose. So you're gonna slowly tiptoe your toes towards your hands until you're bending all the way forward. And when you bend down, grab for your elbows and begin to swing from side to side. Let your head and torso hang heavy. Allow this fresh blood and oxygen to your head. Allow this change in perspective. This is also good for reducing stress here. Breathe here. Maybe switch your grip for your elbows. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Let this feel good for you. And then slowly release your elbows, bring your palms down towards the mat. Suck your stomach in towards your spine, engage your core, and slowly, slowly rise up 1 vertebrae at a time. Let your back stack as you rise up. Let this be the slowest thing that you've done all day. Remember to breathe. When you reach the top, roll your shoulders back, roll your shoulders forward, and take some free movement here. Rock from side to side. Swing your arms from side to side. Take some free movement here. And then come to stillness here. Have your feet about hip width distance apart, arms by your side, palms facing forward. Relax your shoulders, relax your gaze. Distribute the weight evenly in your feet. So have your feet flat. Allow your kneecaps to lift. Engage your core and towards your spine. Suck your stomach in. Relax your shoulders and gaze. This is mountain pose. This is called Tadasana. And your job here is just to breathe. Be strong, present, just like a mountain here. Acknowledge how you show up in the world in your power. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose or through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose or through your mouth. On your next inhale, rise your arms up by your ears. Kind of like we were when we were sitting down. Relax your shoulders, relax your gaze. Turn your pinkies in towards each other. This is also mountain pose. This is Tadasana. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, baby back bend. So go post your arms, open your heart, and go open towards the ceiling. And then inhale back to center. Rise your gaze forward. Send your arms up, relax your shoulders and gaze. Pinkies towards each other. Flat feet. Relax shoulders. We'll do that 2 more times, just like that. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, baby back bend. Go post your arms, open your heart, and go open towards the ceiling. Inhale back to center. Rise your arms up, relax your shoulders and gaze. We'll take that one last time. We'll take a little bit longer hold. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, baby back bend. Go push your arms, open your heart, and go open towards the ceiling. Press your hips forward. Breathe. Just 2 deep inhales and exhales here. Press your hips forward. Send your gaze up. Heart open. A deep inhale. Deep exhale. And inhale back to center. Rise your arms up. And then send your arms by your side. Relax your shoulders and gaze. Kind of shake everything out. Have your feet hip width distance apart. Arms by your side. And this time I want you to rise your arms up, shoulder width height, and then face your palms down. So your arms are the length or the height of your shoulders and your palms are facing down. Your feet are hip width distance apart. Send your gaze in front of you. Find something in front of you that's not moving. Allow that to be your focal point. And then we're going to do imagine you sliding down an imaginary wall. So take a deep inhale. And I want you to bend your knees and slowly slide your back down an imaginary wall. Keep your gaze in front of you to that point that's not moving. Keep your arms to show your shoulder width height and breathe. Bend down as far as it's comfortable for you. Engage your core in towards your spine. Squeeze your thighs in towards each other just to stabilize yourself. We're just here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly rise all the way up. Keep your arms where they are. Feet still hip width distance apart. Breathe. Lift up on your toes. So your heels are lift off the ground. Your arms are still where they are. Feet are still hip width distance apart. Keep that focal point in front of you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, slide down your imaginary wall. Breathe. Squeeze your thighs in towards each other. Squeeze your stomach in towards your chest. Breathe. Keep your focal point to help you keep your balance. Just here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly rise all the way up. Send your heels down, send your arms down, shake everything out. Breathe here. Keep your feet hip width distance apart, arms by your side. And then rise your arms up. This time, still shoulder width height, but your palms are facing each other now. See if you can keep your hips square to the front. So both hip points are still pointed towards the front. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, I want you to turn to the right. So you're gonna send your right palm directly behind you and gaze at your right palm. See if you can have a long line of energy from one thumb to the other thumb. Relax your shoulders and gaze. Breathe. Slowly begin to bring your right palm back towards the front. And I want you to allow it to pass by your left palm as you twist to the left. Send your left palm directly behind you. Gaze behind you at your left palm. Relax your shoulders and gaze. See if you can still keep your hips towards the front. Breathe, relax your shoulders and gaze. I'm gonna take that 2 more times on both sides. So go at your own pace here. Allow your left palm to pass by your right as you turn back towards the right. Remember to breathe. Remember to let your breath guide you. One more time on both sides. And then when you reach the center, you can bring both hands down by your side, relax your shoulders and gaze, kind of shake everything out. Keep your feet hip width distance apart, arms by your side. Inhale, rise your arms up by your ears. Exhale, bow forward. So gather your hands at heart center. Send your hips, your head and torso heavy just like before, and shake everything out. Rock from side to side. And then come to stillness here. Place a slight bend in your left knee. And then inhale your right palm up towards the ceiling. Open your heart up, gaze up, breathe. Gaze up at your right thumb. Your left knee is bent. Your right leg is as straight as is comfortable for you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring your right palm down. Straighten your left leg and bend your right knee. Inhale your left palm up towards the ceiling. Open your heart up, gaze up, breathe. We're gonna do that 2 more times on both sides. Send your left palm down, straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, inhale your right hand up towards the ceiling, gaze up at your right thumb. Remember to breathe. Bring your right palm down, straighten your left leg, bend your right knee, inhale your left palm up towards the ceiling, open your heart up, gaze up, breathe. And slowly bring your left palm down, rock both knees, bend both knees. Inhale, lift your palms towards your thighs, send weight to your toes, and gaze down in front of you at the floor. In this posture, it's called halfway lift. It's resetting your spine. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, round in your back, and bring your forehead towards your knees. Inhale, set your heels down, slowly rise all the way up, back to mountain pose, rise your arms all the way up. Frame your ears with your biceps, relax your shoulders and gaze, breathe, pinkies in towards each other. We're gonna take that same movement 2 more times, and I'll guide you through it. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, baby back bend. So go post your arms, open your heart and throat open towards the ceiling. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Send your gaze in front of you, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. So bow forward, hands at heart center, bend all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your thighs, weight to your toes. Gaze down at the floor in front of you. Breathe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, squat and curl. So lift your heels like before, bend your knees. Bring your forehead towards your knees as close as you can. Round your back. Inhale, mountain pose. Set your heels down, slowly rise all the way up. Bring your arms up by your ears. Relax your shoulders and gaze. We'll do that 1 more time. I guide you each step of the way. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, baby back bend. Go push your arms, open your heart and open towards the ceiling. Gaze up. Inhale back to center, rise your arms up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hands at heart center, bow forward just like before. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your thighs. Gaze down. Exhale, squat and curl. Lift your heels, round your back, bring your forehead towards your knees. So we're gonna stay here, take a deep inhale, slowly make your way down to your seat. So find a comfortable seat and sit flat on your tailbones. I'm gonna bring this down lower so you can see. Perfect, so come sit down. Sukhasana, just like we were before. Have your ankles crossed, your back erect here. And just breathe here. We're coming down towards the end of our time together. I'm gonna give you a little breathwork technique. This is a technique that you can use to give yourself calm and to relieve stress. This is called 4-2-6 breath. And the way you do this is you inhale through your nose, just like we were doing earlier, but you're gonna inhale for the count of 4. So as you inhale through your nose, slowly count to 4 in your head. So let's do that together. Inhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I want you to hold your breath before exhaling for the count of 2. 1, 2. Exhale through your nose and through your mouth for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is the 4-2-6 breath. We're gonna do this about 5 times together. And just remember, when you exhale, either through your nose or through your mouth, just go very slowly like you're breathing out of a straw. All right, let's do that together about 5 times here. Inhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, allow your belly and chest to fill up. 1, hold for the count of 1, 2, exhale for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for the count of 1, 2. Exhale slowly for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For our last 2 rounds of breath, go at your own pace. Count inside your head and let your breath guide you. Inhale, 4, 2, 6 breath. 2 more rounds of breath. Do this on your own. One more round of 4, 2, 6 breath. And then slowly open your eyes if they're not already. Send your arms to the side. Unravel your legs. I want you to plant both feet. Have your knees pointed up towards the ceiling. Sit upright. And then send your arms in front of you like you're shaking someone's hand. And allow yourself to be lightly guided all the way down to your back. So your feet are still planted. Your knees are still pointing towards the ceiling. And I want you to take your right ankle, lift it up, place it on your left knee. Feel free to stay here. If you want to move forward, take both hands, bring them under your left kneecap, lift your left foot off the mat, off the floor, and then bring your left knee towards your chest. Make sure that your upper back and shoulders are on the mat. And just rest. This is figure 4. This is a resting, restorative posture. Remember to breathe. Bring your left foot down and plant your right foot down. Lift your left ankle, bring it over your right knee. Feel free to stay right here, it's perfectly fine. If you want to move on, take both hands, bring them up under your right kneecap. Lift your right knee, right foot off the mat, and bring your right knee in towards your chest. Keep your back flat, your shoulders still on the mat. And breathe here, rest here in your figure 4. Plant your right foot down, your left foot down, and then bring your arms to a T by your side. So your arms are wide like a letter T. Keep your knees still pointed, feet still flat. I want you to send your knees in the same direction to the left and then gaze to the right. So your knees are to the left, you're gazing to the right. And breathe. Slowly bring your knees back to center. Keep your feet planted, gaze upright. And then send your knees to the right. Stack your knees, your ankles, and then gaze to the left. Knees to the right, gaze to the left. Breathe. Slowly bring your knees back to center. Plant your feet. Send your gaze up in the center towards the ceiling. Lift both feet up. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Squeeze your arms around your knees and wrap your arms around your knees. Rock from side to side. Massage your back. Let this feel good for you. And come to stillness. I want you to send your knees wide. So open your knees wide. Take your arms, bring them to the inside of your knees, and then grab your feet. This is called happy baby. I want you to have your back completely flat. You're grabbing your feet. Your arms are inside your knees, and then rock from side to side. Maybe kick one leg in the air, kick the other. These are very playful movements that many of us did when we were babies. This is called happy baby. So just let this feel organic for you. Do however feels comfortable for you here. Just make sure that your upper back and lower back are on the mat, and take whatever feels natural, organic for you. And just here for 3 breaths. And then come to stillness in your happy baby. Let go of your feet. Bring your knees to touch. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest. Send your left leg long in front of you. And squeeze your right knee in towards your chest, directly above your hip. Breathe here. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale. I want you to bring your knee over your body and then gaze in the opposite direction of your knee. So we did this movement before, but this time, one leg is straight, one leg is bent. This is supine twist. I'm just here for 3 breaths. Slowly, slowly, bring your right knee back to center. Lift your left knee up, bring it to meet your right knee. Squeeze both knees into your chest. Send your right leg long in front of you and squeeze your left knee towards your chest, towards your side, directly above your hip. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, supine twist. So send your knee over your body, gaze in the opposite direction of your knee. Same as the other side. Two more breaths here. Slowly bring your left knee in towards your chest, towards the center. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Bring your forehead as close to your knees as you can. Take a deep inhale. Exhale for Shavasana. So you're going to send your legs long, arms long, and melt flat into the floor. So see if you can have your legs as wide as you can, your arms wide. Relax your shoulders and your gaze up towards the ceiling and lie completely flat. This is our last posture of class. This is a resting posture. See if you can relax your face. Maybe release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Kind of ease any tension that might be remaining in your body. Just rest. Allow yourself to just rest. Remember to breathe. Acknowledge your heart beat. Notice how much hard work it puts in for you. Acknowledge your breath. The rise and fall of your belly and chest. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to let go. Breathe into yourself here. Let your breath bring you home to yourself. Feel free to stay here as long as you desire. If you want to move on, begin to take deep inhales and deep exhales. Walk your thumb across each finger. Tap your thumb across each finger. Wiggle your toes. Rotate your ankles and your wrists. And slowly, gently rock your head from one shoulder to the other shoulder. Perfectly fine to stay in Shavasana. When your head comes back to center, take a long body stretch like you're just waking up. So send your arms long overhead, your legs long like you're being stretched from both ends. Breathe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lift your knees, squeeze them in towards your chest, and then roll over to your favorite side. Use your bicep as a pillow for fetal pose. And just take about 3 breaths here in fetal pose. Remember the beginning of our time together. Remember the intention that you set, dedicating your practice to yourself and to a loved one. With that goal, that intention, breathe that in. Slowly lift your hands up, press up, come to a seated position similar to what we were in the beginning of class. Cross your ankles, sit upright, have your back erect, and just breathe here. Lift your hands, bring your palms to touch, bring them to heart center. Continue to breathe. Take a deep inhale, a deep exhale. 2 more times, just like that. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure to serve your practice. And my name is Danny. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother. That was awesome. Thank you.